Hey guys, today we're doing the 3-day Cathedral Peak hike in the Drakensberg Mountains in KwaZulu-Natal. We're going to try head up to, first day up to just below Cathedral Peak, set up camp there, and then tomorrow hit what they call the Bell Traverse and come back, summit Cathedral Peak and come back down on day 3. So yeah, so it's quite an intermediate sort of hike. We're going to cover probably about 40 kilometers in distance. Probably going to go up about 1,800 meters in vertical height gain. The top part of Cathedral Peak is pretty hairy. You need some ropes and harnesses and some safety gear to get up, but nothing too hectic. But yeah, today 8 hours, looking to cover about 15 kilometers if we can, through some terrific, beautiful Drakensberg terrain, which you will see as we go along on the tour. Yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully it's going to be an awesome hike. Woohoo! So yeah, I was just having a conversation with one of the hikers. Today we're doing about 18 kilometers. So yeah, so most people think, yeah, cool, 18 Ks. Probably do that in about 2 hours on the road. But obviously in the mountains it's totally different. Let me check at the terrain. It's not flat, it goes up. A lot of people always ask me, what training should you do for a hike like this? They do 20 minutes on a treadmill 3 times a day. And I think, hey man, that should be sufficient for a Drakensberg hike. I'm saying no ways. The best hiking, the best training you can do for a Drakensberg hike is in the mountains. There's a lot of psychological training that needs to go into mountains like the Drakensberg, Kilimanjaro. The biggest thing is they're big. Mountains are huge. They don't get any closer. You're running on a treadmill, for example. Nothing gets closer to you because you're standing still, so psychologically it doesn't do anything for you. And B, it's easy to just give up at any point in time. When you are 20-30 kilometers in the mountains, away from anything, you become self-reliant. You need to dig deep, physically and mentally, to ignite that survival instinct that makes coming to the mountains what it's all about. To experience that freedom, that awesomeness, that sense of achievement that I think only suffering can bring about. And what a better place to suffer, the mountains. Oh, look at this little sucker I have to get over now. This is nothing compared to what's coming. So how to survive in the Drakensberg nutritionally? You need your protein. Look at that in there. It's called biltong, dried meat. Lovely. We've got tuna, cheese, peanuts, and if you look carefully over there, there's a snake in the bush. Highly nutritious. Keeps you going for hours. Cheers. Okay, so we've been going for about 4 hours. Covered about 6 kilometers. We're at the base of Orange Peel Gap. Got this little ridge behind me to climb up first. Should take us about 20 minutes to get to the Orange Peel Gap, top of Orange Peel Gap. And from there, 3-4 k's into camp. We're going to set up, and I must admit, I'm really looking forward to a nice hot cup of coffee. Whew, nearly done. Half an hour to camp and a hot, steaming cup of coffee. Obviously the most important thing now is finding the correct campsite. Need to find a flat piece of ground, close to water. The three main things to worry about when in the mountains to survive is obviously shelter, water for hydration, and keeping warm. We have the tents. We've got sleeping bags rated to -5, although tonight it'll probably only hit about 5 or 6 degrees Celsius, and we're close to water. So all in all, we should be fine. Chances of the rain probably about 10%. Again, we have the tents to shelter us from that. So yeah, end of day one, nearly finished. All is good.
Welcome to day 2. Beautiful night's sleep. Check this view out, man. This is what we wake up to. That is the view from my tent. That's what I wake up to. Pretty cool.
Okay, our first little challenge for the second day. A is getting up this little hill behind us, heading up towards Cathedral. And B, all the rivers are dry. But we were lucky enough to find a little bit of a stream at the bottom. But I made the assumption there's no water on the top, so guess what my burden is today? On top of my backpack. This sucker, yeah. Get a view of the whole central going down to Southern Berg. In the distance you can see Champagne Castle, Monk's Cow, Cathedral Peak.